Next, I want to talk about the cells object, and then following this, you'll do an exercise using what you've learned here. So you can use the cells object when you want to refer to individual cells inside of your worksheet. And the syntax is cells, and then inside of parentheses, row, comma, column, and then you close your parentheses. Now, you might remember something like this from when I touched on ActiveCell.offset. That was when I wanted to tell Excel how many rows up and down I wanted it to move. I used a syntax very similar to this, where in parentheses I had the row and then the column. So the row and the column here, they represent the location of the cell on the worksheet. And one thing that you really need to get used to here is that this reference here of row and then column is the opposite, right, of what we're used to when we take a look at the Excel worksheet. On a worksheet, we have the column letter and then we have the row number. So for an example, in Excel, if we want to refer to A17, well, that's just A17. But when we're talking about VBA, we would say cells, and then inside of parentheses, 17, comma, 1 for the row and then the column. Now with the cells object, you can also use the value property. So here in this example, I'm storing 42 as the value of what's inside of A17. So if I take a look at my worksheet, take a look at A17, after I execute this, it'll say 42. Okay, so now imagine that I'm looking at my worksheet and in A17 there's a number there like 42. If I wanted to assign whatever values inside of A17 to a variable, that would look like this. Here I have cells 17, comma 1 dot value is being assigned to the answer to everything. So the cells object refers to a cell inside your worksheet. The key thing to remember here is that inside of the parentheses you put the row first and then the column. You use the value property to assign data to your worksheet. And to assign data from your worksheet to a variable, you have the variable on the left, the assignment operator, and then the cells object with the cell reference dot value.